It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, after splitting their first two games of the season, tonight's game gives them a chance to get their record over the 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side. Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers were able to put up a great fight against the Warriors last year in the finals, even while shorthanded. Kenny, if they are healthy come playoff time this season, how far can they go?
They could be the favorites. You know, LeBron James' efforts last year was unbelievable. But you couple that with a healthy team. They only had a 7-man rotation in the finals, and they remained very, very competitive.
You know, Ernie, it's a long season. A lot of things can happen, and, you know, we said the same thing last year. But if Cleveland Cavs can stay healthy, yes, they can go all the way and possibly win it. But they have to be healthy, Ernie.
Boy, LeBron had to do so much during those playoffs. Was he just asked to do too much?
Well, you know, he's that type of player. He's a great player. And, you know, a lot of people could try to compare him to Mike, but he's a lot like Magic, and, you know, he keeps everybody involved. And, you know, the others have to come through. You know, Kenny and I have been in finals where the others have won the finals for us.
Even the top cars run out of gas, Ernie.
What if
He
they're
ran
electric?
out of gas.
What if they're electric? Got him, Ernie. Ooh, what if
They
they're
run
electric?
they run out of juice.
They run out of juice.
Oh, okay.
Still got to plug them in, baby.
That does it for us for now. Thank
Nice
you for
comeback.
tuning in, and we will see you later.
Thought you were on my side, Ernie.
I'm not. I mean, I am.
Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Well, guys, for the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off the loss to the... the Jazz. And they lost it by a single point. Just one more possession or one less bad shot away from a different result. Those really sting.
Kevin, I know they feel terrible about how it turned out. I mean, the game was really going as expected until they got surprised with the surge late in the game. Totally overtook them and took them by surprise as well.
And Clark, you summed it up right there. It was a shocking turn of events. Momentum, though, can do that to you.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving in at the point. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the 3, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they could do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
Here's LeBron. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. And James throws it down.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Philadelphia with the ball. Cannon kicks to Smith. Inside, Landry. Pass, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Landry's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Back to Irving. Cleveland moving it around. Puts it up. And again, it's Cleveland. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
And finished off by LeBron.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Smith kicks to Covington. Okafor with the screen on LeBron. Lots of room. The Cavaliers pull it in. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan, and they never figured out how to attack the defense in them.
Here's Smith following the basket by LeBron James. Okafor gets the bucket.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
Now, here is Irving. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Cannon, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Well, clearly the 76ers were the youngest team in the league last season, and with all the draft picks they stockpiled, they'll be the youngest team for a while, it seems. But if the youth can grow and develop, they could also be a force in a few years, too.
To give you an idea of how young this 76er team is, at one point last season, Greg, Tim Duncan had more seasons played in the NBA than the entire active roster of the 76ers.
That's hard to fathom. I mean, we all know there's this youth movement going on in Philadelphia, but they still need some veterans in that locker room. Very hard for the young players to lead.
Here's Smith. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Cannon. Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. LeBron James on the wing. Out to Smith. Top of the key. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Smith's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
The drive by Smith. And it's Okafor missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The shot's good from Irving. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
That drops. Covington's got his first points in this one.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
No good from LeBron. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Smith dishes to Covington. Shot from 12. And the rejection by James. Now Cleveland moving it up. And on the way from Irving for 3. Again, Irving missing. The 76ers leading. Smith with it, guarded now by Irving. Smith drives in. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. James in the post. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Well, LeBron James, long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
The 76ers trail. Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I was able to talk with Brett Brown for a moment. There haven't been many players that have the physical prowess of LeBron James, and he knows that this is going to pose a lot of problems for his team. He told me the most amazing thing to him about LeBron was that he has the ability to be a force at virtually any position on the floor, from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And Cleveland making a change here. Smith has checked in. Now, here's Fry. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
The 76ers have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And, guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
Philadelphia with the ball, following the miss by J.R. Smith.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Now here's Embiid. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Philadelphia leading by 4. Shot is off, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Smith with a wide open look. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Thompson passes to Noel. Mozgov with the block. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Here's Grant, and the rejection by Smith. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Looking to end the drought. That is good. Smith's got 7 points.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it.
And here are the 76ers now. And Embiid gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 3. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
Now here's Shumpert. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Now the 76ers on the break. Thompson with the bucket. Now it's a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Excellent, excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
Grant, right side. He feeds it to Embiid, goes back up, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence. And looking at Joel Embiid, he has all the tools to be the game's next great center. He's raw, no doubt about that. And he'll have to overcome the injuries, but his combination of size, speed, agility, practically unparalleled.
And Philadelphia has possession after the three-pointer from Iman Shumpert.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
Yeah, you're right about that, Greg. He's put a no trespassing allowed on that spot of the floor. It's all his.
Mozgov. And Embiid pulls it down.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And that is good. 6 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Smith for three. No good on the buzzer beater.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Sixers dancers.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Cleveland. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert, LeBron. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Irving in at the point. Landry gets the bucket.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
Now, here is Smith following the shot by Tristan Thompson. Okafor against Love. The 11-footer, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love. Smith on the wing, covered by Irving. Clock at 4. The drive by Smith. Shot, high post. Off the left rim and out. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's LeBron. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists tonight.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Smith kicks to Okafor. Here's Covington, covered by LeBron. To the left side wing. Cannon from long range. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Irving for 3. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
In the corner, Cannon with it. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Fires the 3. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Kyrie Irving.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
No one near James as he lets it go. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The 76ers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's Covington. 8 points his last outing. Here's Okafor. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
In the corner, Irving with it. And Shumpert kicks to James. It's good. This game is all even. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
Yeah, and, you know, they built the roster to how they played best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Here's Cannon. Smith drives in, passes to Covington, the 15-footer, and the shot no good, a bit short.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Shumpert. They get it back. The kick out to Irving. Out to the right wing. Cleveland moving the ball around. It's stolen by Smith. Now the 76ers on the break. Smith's running. Thompson dishes to Shumpert. And it's Shumpert again, missing.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Covington passes to Smith. Landry with the screen. Smith with it, picked up by Thompson. Clock at 6. Landry gets the bucket. The Cavaliers trailing. From deep, LeBron. And Shumpert kicks to James. The kick out to Irving. The dish now to Love. Beyond the arc. And Irving with the basket on the assist by James. And 11 points for Kyrie Irving. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The 76ers have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Philadelphia started to create a little bit of an identity last season after all their transactions, Clark, and shifting around. They settled down and came together.
Yeah, and to tell you, it looks like the identity will be the Sixers being a defensive team going forward. Offense has its fits and starts, but defensively they found some traction.
The 76ers didn't lie to themselves about last season, Greg. They knew they weren't going to be in the playoffs. They spent a lot of time last season developing their young players.
Exactly. And listen, the 3rd straight year the Sixers would miss the playoffs. But as you said, Kevin, they knew what the season had in store. The key was, could they keep those young guys focused on growth and experience and not get caught up in the fact that they struggled to win games.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Thompson comes in for Isaiah Cannon. Offensive rebound. Dellavedova dishes to Smith. To the middle. To the left wing. Dellavedova, the pass to Mozgov. Smith kicks to Mozgov. And they double up James. Smith for 3. The rebound by Grant.
And it's clear for the Sixers, the plan has been to continue to add good young players. Eventually, I think they'll be a force in the East. There's no guarantee, but they've got a plan and they're sticking to it.
LeBron outside. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage. A lot of teams that win a title often have a former #1 pick leading the way, or at least the top 3 NBA draft pick as their leader. So the 76ers are trying a shotgun approach to that, trying to get as many top 3 picks as they can, hoping one turns into the next superstar.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now here's Noel. Excellent D there from Mozgov.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
But they recover it. Philadelphia leading by 3. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Snatched up. Here's Grant, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And a moment here now to see the numbers for LeBron James. Coming off a terrific season, putting up about 25 points per, 7 assists and 6 rebounds. And he led the charge when it came to scoring, led the team.
Yeah, he shot the lights out all year long from a variety of spots on the floor.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the basket by LeBron James. And Philadelphia calls time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Thompson with it. Now Smith defending. Thompson dishes to Grant. Noel passes to Thompson. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Mozgov with the block. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. From deep.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Feeds to Dellavedova. It's James atop the key. Pass to Dellavedova. 5 on the clock. Smith outside. Shot from the top of the key. LeBron with another miss. Philadelphia has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Back to Thompson. And Noel kicks to Thompson. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Noel wide open. He fires. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Cavaliers shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. James, no good.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Nice shot by Smith. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
The pass to Grant. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Now, here's Grant. Following the missed shot by Timofey Mozgov. Kicks it to Embiid. Mozgov with the block. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
He's covered by Irving. There's a screen by Noel. Noel sets a screen for Thompson and released it in time, but it's off the mark. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, with LeBron and another dominant first half, how do you measure the balance between riding your hot hand and making sure the other guys around you are finding their rhythm?
We just got to be aggressive. All of us told myself got to continue to be aggressive in the second half.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, they can't stand around and just watch him.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. Right out of the gates, it was Philadelphia setting the tone. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. The second quarter did not go as well for them as they saw their lead vanish and find themselves in a tie ball game. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
Well, how about that contribution they got from the bench? Nice. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. I would be surprised to see him dig a little deeper into that bench. Some games you just got to go with the lineups that are working and just improvise, Ernie.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
Well, give them credit for getting out on that fast break. They made a concerted effort to run every time. Not once, not twice, every time, and it paid off in points. I also thought it wore down the defense.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
What a game for LeBron. He has 18 points and also a block shot.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Ish Smith is out there with Isaiah Cannon. Then there's Okafor. Then there's Carl Landry. And it's Covington in at the 3. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. He was all alone on that one. And that's now 6 points for Love. Well, and watching Kevin Love, he can do everything on the offensive end, Clark. He's been that way really his entire career, going back to high school.
Yeah, his game is low to the ground, too. No explosive moves or dunks. He takes you on and beats you with skill. Good footwork, smooth shot, sharp passer, and an excellent IQ.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now, here is Smith. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Offensive rebound, Okafor. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And talking about Love, last season was a tricky one for him. So much of his post offense was taken away by the Cavs scheme. So he just made up for it by averaging the second most threes of his career.
You know, for Kevin Love, last season was the first time as a pro that he's been asked to defer on offense. Not just to LeBron, but to Kyrie as well. You can bet he and Chris Bosh now have a lot to talk about.
Cannon. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 3rd rebound on the night. On its way from Irving for 2. Here's LeBron. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Sounds good.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
Covington with the bucket.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Down low. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Smith. Cannon, the pass to Smith. Knocked away. But they get it back. Cannon can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Pulls up on the wing. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
And it's Okafor off the drive, and Thompson sends it back. 5 on the clock. And here's Covington from the arc. And the 76ers get it back. Here's Okafor. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. James misses. The 76ers trail by 6. The feed now to Covington. Tries from 16, and that one's good. Covington's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
James with another miss.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
He kicks it to Thompson. Pass to Irving. Back to Thompson. To the middle. Here's Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And it's 8 points for Kevin Love.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Good. And that's 15 points for Jahlil Okafor.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Shumpert's checked in.
First personal foul. Second team foul. On the Cavaliers. Iman Shumpert.
Here's LeBron. 20 points for him. Launches a 3. No luck.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Covington's shot is off.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
On its way from Irving for 2. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Love outside. Goes back up. Offensive rebound. Thompson dishes to Shumpert. And another miss by Cleveland.
You can't get into much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Here's Covington. He nails it, and we're tied up. Covington's got 11 points.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Cannon, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Moment here now for an injury report. Let's get an update on MB. What's the status, Doris?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the 76ers let me know the status. He told me he's suffering from back spasms, so they put some ice on it and gave him some painkillers. That is going to make things very hard on them in what is still a very young season. Hopefully, as early as it is, he has time to recover and help this team down the road. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
Here's Dellavedova after the Sixers pick up 2. Here's Love. Another miss by Love. Here's Cannon. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Irving's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Noel, a screen on Irving. Okafor kicks to Noel. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Noel's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Dellavedova from outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Covington's got 4 rebounds in this game. The 76ers struggled last year, but it was mostly due to their offensive issues, Greg. At times, they could be okay on defense.
No doubt, Kevin. They've got a good group of rim protectors, and they also knew how to force turnovers, but they have got to improve offensively.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Okafor. Grant comes in for Robert Covington. Lance Thompson in for Cannon. Now, here is Irving. 11 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Iman Shumpert.
Yeah, you know, Philly would finish right in the middle of the pack in terms of defensive rankings. They knew how to make stops, and they've got some good defenders, too, so not surprised they were fairly solid defensively.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. And that's 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. To the right side. Here's Noel. Irving with it. 13 points in the game. Shoots it up. And again, it's Cleveland.
And the big thing that stuck out for me for the Sixers, their turnovers forced. I mean, 2nd in the league in steals per game, 4th in the league in block.
Now here's Thompson. Here's Dellavedova. And that one's good. Dellavedova's got his first 2 points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
Boy, their hounding, harassing efforts at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Fry passes to Irving. Dellavedova kicks to Fry. Off target from outside.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
Now, here's Fry. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The tray. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Grant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Covered by Irving. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Passes to Noel. Dishes it to Thompson. And Noel kicks to Thompson. Again, Philadelphia.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
And he knows it. You can see it. Body language, the confidence. Real swagger out there for him.
Now here's Irving. 15 points in the game. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen for shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me? He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Shumpert dishes to Moscow. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. So it's Philadelphia now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at BMO Harris Bradley Center in Milwaukee. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. So on the floor for Cleveland, Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Dellavedova kicks to James. J.R. Smith on the wing. James left side. Got a piece of it. And now the 76ers on the break. Covington's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Now the dish to Dellavedova. Inside. Kicks it out to James. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. The wide open look for Love. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 11 points for Love. The 76ers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Fast break, here they come. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
And the 76ers with possession. Smith the pass to Okafor. Landry kicks to Cannon. He dishes it to Okafor. Shot clock at 5. Ball's knocked loose. From 13, basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Out to Smith. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Carl Landry did not like that one.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Dellavedova, that's good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Covington. Love grabs the board. Love's got 6 rebounds here tonight. James dishes to Love. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now Smith. He feeds it to Okafor. Landry with the screen. Okafor against Thompson. Okafor, the pass to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't get it to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Rugged play under the boards. It's not a place for the weak of heart. You've got to go in there physically and aggressively.
Smith kicks to Landry. Okafor dishes to Landry. And for Carl Landry, he powered his way through the league a few years back, but somewhere along the line, Clark, his game kind of topped down.
His best season, Kevin, he averaged 18 and 7. I think injuries have been a factor. But last year was down to 7 and 4 his game averages, so he's starting to slide.
First free throw is good.
What a night so far for Landry. 13 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
Feeds to Thompson. And that one hits back iron.
And back to Carl Landry. Sophisticated scorer, a variety of post moves, a tough guy willing to play through pain, but he just never had the size or explosiveness to dominate. And now that he's getting a little older, that really has become an issue.
Smith for 3, and that one's good. Smith's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And here's Smith, picked by Okafor. Smith the pass to Okafor. Cannon kicks to Landry. There's the bucket, good. Landry's got 4 this quarter.
You know, visiting Carl Landry again here, I mean, he's a role guy. He shoots a high percentage from the field, from the foul line, gives you a little nasty and edge down low, yet you can't make him out to be more than he is.
It's stolen by Smith. James dishes to Thompson. Pass to Dellavedova. So nice passing by Cleveland here to the middle. they go on a 3-on-1 break. Covington with the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 1. And what's your take, guys, in the stats for the 76ers?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
There's the pass to Smith. He's looking for Okafor and finds him. And that one's good.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
LeBron kicks to Thompson. And now Philadelphia on the break. Covington with the bucket. And now a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop fighting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
From deep LeBron, Cleveland gets it back. The kick out to Irving. Smith on the wing. Back to Irving. Here's the 3. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Cannon, the pass to Landry. And stolen by LeBron. Pulls up for 3. But they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
It's deflected. Stolen by Landry. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end. This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Smith against Irving. Okafor sets the pick for Smith. Shot clock at 6. Knocks it loose. Goes up on the high post. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Looking to get back on track here. And nothing but hair on that one. The 76ers leading by 6. Here's Cannon. Okafor. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And on the way from Irving for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Landry's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Smith against Thompson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Here's Smith. There's Cannon with the 3. And that's collected by Love. Love's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. It's up a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
And stolen by LeBron. Now Cleveland moving it up. Smith's running. Fires the 3. That is good. Smith's got 16 points here in the second half.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
1:29 left to play here in the 4th. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Talk about some great numbers for Okafor. He's got 12 rebounds, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line. And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9.
You know, they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of it.
Thompson outside. Cleveland moving the ball around. Irving kicks to Thompson. The feed to LeBron. Three-pointer. Rebound by Smith.
Kevin, not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
Kicks to Cannon. Pass to Lane. Dishes to Okafor. Another miss by Philadelphia. LeBron left side. Smith kicks to Love. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clark, they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Isaiah.
No good on that one.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
And slam dunk by Shumpert.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Now here's James. So it's the 76ers winning this one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the... He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal...